Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge Silver with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Today, AILA released its report detailing how the Trump administration has built an invisible wall that makes legal immigration more difficult. Here to share details of the report is AILA Director of Government Relations, Betsy Lawrence. Betsy, thanks for joining me. What does the report show?
Thanks, Ellie. The Deconstructing the Invisible Wall report details the dozens of policy and procedural changes that have been implemented by the Trump administration since January 2017 that have had the impact of slowing and, in some cases, stopping legal immigration. Those policies can be broken down into 6 broad categories. Those categories are the travel ban and extreme vetting, policies to slow or restrict the admission of skilled workers and entrepreneurs, policies to terminate programs for compelling populations, policies that impose hurdles on naturalization of foreign-born soldiers, a general increase in backlogs of immigration benefits applications and rising fees associated with those applications, and lastly, a decreasing emphasis on stakeholder input and customer service at some of the agencies. So some of these topics have received quite a bit of press coverage. For example, the termination of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program and the termination of temporary protected status for certain countries has received quite a bit of attention. But others have received less attention and yet are just as impactful. So for example, in the employment-based sector, U.S. businesses have faced unprecedented scrutiny of non-immigrant petitions for skilled workers, for managers and executives and others. They've seen a dramatic increase in the number of requests for evidence associated with those petitions. They've also seen new interview requirements and proposals that would eliminate work authorization for certain spouses of H-1B workers. And those are just to name a few. So collectively, all of these policies and procedures have dramatically increased the uncertainty associated with the legal immigration process and has had the effect of discouraging U.S. employers from utilizing the system to fill gaps in their workforce, and have also discouraged families and aspiring students and aspiring U.S. workers from utilizing the system to pursue opportunities in the United States.
What was most surprising to you?
So it's interesting because none of it was really surprising on an individual level. Over the last year or so, we've watched these policies unfold very slowly and have been very aware of the impact that each of them has had in terms of their efforts to restrict immigration. But I think what was really surprising to me was when it was all compiled together and laid out, and you could really see the connections between these different policies, and you recognize the breadth of the administration's efforts to really restrict immigration. No stone has been left unturned in these efforts. Every aspect of immigration is impacted: employment-based immigration, family-based immigration, and humanitarian-based programs. No stone has been left unturned, and it's really truly staggering when you look at everything together in one report.
Why is this report important?
As I mentioned, a lot of the items in this report have largely gone unreported in the press and are not generally well known as issues that the public is aware of either. But at the same time, they're having a real impact on the lives of American families and on U.S. businesses as well. Also, our reputation as a nation, one that welcomes diversity and that encourages people to come to this country to pursue opportunities and to bring innovation to our shores, is suffering as well. For example, H-1Bs. Last year, the USCIS received 199,000 H-1B petitions, compared to 236,000 the previous year. That's the first time that the number of H-1B petitions received by USCIS has gone down, and we're in a period right now of strong economic growth. In addition, we're also seeing a decrease in the rate of foreign student enrollments, and also tourism is going down in general. And these are all things that could be contributing to our economy even more if we were not sending out the message that immigrants are not welcome here. So this report is about building awareness around the invisible wall and these policies that are damaging our country. And by building this awareness, we hope that this is the first step in tearing it down. So check out the report at www.aila.org/invisible wall.
Thanks, Betsy, for joining me. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.